discussion about Mokles and the human skeletal system in the context of Special Education Week 5.
The lever system bones function as levers, joints act as fulcrums, and Mokles provide the forces to move the levers. Muscle contractions pull on the bones they attack too, causing them to move around the joints. This fundamental movement then forms various body movements, such as walking, raising an arm, or bending over. The efficiency of these movements depends heavily on the location of Mokles attachments to the bones. The role of Mokles in stabilizing posture. Standing upright is not simply a matter of looking joints is in the result of the dynamic and continuous activity of postural muscle groups. These muscles, particularly those around the back, abdomen, hips, and legs, maintain a low level of tension called muscle tone. This muscle tone constantly and stabilizes its joints, contracting the force of gravity to prevent the body from falling and maintain an abrupt position. When a person's move, complex coordination occurs in which some muscles contract while others muscles relax, resulting in smooth core movement. Musculoskeletal disorders such as muscle weakness or pain significantly impede students' learning participation through the three main mechanisms. First, physical limitation directly impede practical activities such as writing, diverting cognitive energy from understanding the material to coping with physical discomfort, thus hindering academic achievement. Second, barriers to engaging in social and sports activities can lead to isolation, poor physical well-being, and reduced motivation to learn. Third, persistent physical discomfort, the ability to maintain a stable and focused sitting posture, direct impairing concentration and memory encoding process, as demonstrated in research on the relationship between posture and learning concentration. Journal of Early Childhood Education, Volume 14, No. 2, 2000. Journal of Education Science, Volume 3, No. 5. MD is a group of genetic diseases that cause progressive degeneration and weakness of skeletal muscles due to a deficiency of the protein dystrophin. Journal of Medical and Health Science, Clinical Overview and Physiotherapy Management in a Case of Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy. This mobilization is a process of formation, motor function, and present contractions that worsen the condition. The study emphasizes a variety of approaches to finding quality of life as the disease progress. Polio school in individuals who recover from acute polio. The problem emerged years later as new progressive weakness in previous effect and Unemucles Indonesian Journal of Physiotherapy and Health. Based on a review of Indonesian journals in the special education, teachers can improve classroom quality for students with musculoskeletal problems through a multidimensional approach focused on incremental modification, learning, adaptation, and collaboration. The first step is to create an accessible physical environment with furniture arrangement that physical navigation, and the provision of adaptive desks and chairs for postural support as cited in the Journal Pendidikan Khusus, which states that modifying the physical environment is fundamental to reducing learning barriers. Next, teachers need to develop learning methods by reducing fine motor demands such as program writing and replacing them with assistive technology or interactive media. In accordance with the Journal of Pedagogy, findings on the effectiveness of manipulative media in interesting student engagement, interacting regular breaks, and engineering management is also crucial to preventing fatigue. Referring to research in the Journal of Physiotherapy and Health Indonesia, which shows that regulating the rate of activity plays a crucial role in maintaining participation. Equally important is ongoing collaboration with physical therapists and parents to consistently implement therapy recommendations in the classroom. The Science Journal of Special Needs Education emphasizes that the success of individualized programs depends heavily on the interaction of education and therapeutic approaches. 3 for improving classroom quality requires synergies between creating an inclusive environment, implementing different learning strategies, and solid teamwork to support students' holistic needs. Physiotherapy plays a role in optimizing students' basic movement abilities, mobility as a prerequisite for effective education improvements. Meanwhile, explicit therapy focuses on enabling students to participate in occasion or meaningful activities at school, particular learning activities, and daily living skills. The key to success lies in close collaboration between physiotherapy and consultant therapists, teachers, and parents. An article in Indonesian Journal of Special Education emphasizes that a collaborative service model where these professionals work together to set goals, set strategies, and implement classroom modification will have a more significant impact on student academic and social participation than if it's work especially this synergy ensures that the progress achieved in therapy sciences can be directly applied and enjoyed by students in a real life educational context. Crucially, this balance cannot be accessed by special educators alone. Ongoing collaboration with special therapists is absolutely key, and included in the 6th Journal of Special Needs Education, like highlights that regular communication between teachers and therapists to elect goals, share strategies, and monitor progress is a critical success factor. This journal synthesis reinforces that balancing these two goals is a team effort, with teachers with implementing therapist recommendation into the academic context so that therapy does not stop in the clinics but becomes part of the student school life.